Disney Lorcana is filled with quests and adventures.
But what happens when a mysterious vine begins to overtake the magical realm, consuming the powerful flood ink in the ground?
Like every great adventure, a glimmer is summoned to save Lorcana.
We're bringing you a really exciting story in Winterspell about a vine that has started to grow in the realm. It's specifically feeding on flood ink, however, which you haven't seen since all the way back in Rise of the Floodborn. And it's making it really big, really fast. So the Illumineers don't want this to get too out of control, so they summon an Elsa Glimmer to help deal with it. She takes a look and decides to freeze it. But because Elsa's powers are a little unpredictable anyway, and so is the flood ink, the two collide. And ultimately, instead of just freezing the vine, it freezes all of Lorcana.
Early on, we knew that all of Lorcana would be covered by snow and ice. And so we took the Elsa Glimmer and put the ability name Endless Winter on her card before even knowing what the ability was. And that was our North Star. We never changed the ability name all throughout the development of the card. And we knew that we wanted it to interact with locations in order to tell the story that all of Lorcana is being affected by this raging snowstorm.
With Elsa being such a narratively important card in the set, we wanted to explore costumes of Elsa that were very different, bold, and exciting. We brought in Nicholas Cole at the very beginning to start on costume concepts. We explored a lot of different shapes and motifs for Elsa that made a lot of sense for her character, and what we ended up with was an Elsa Glimmer that is very different than the other ones that we've seen. We have an Elsa who's inspired by floral elements, a lot of bright colors, and that really convey this attitude of hope and brightness that acts as a nice contrast to this mysterious and foreboding vine that appears in other places throughout the set.
What's so striking about this Elsa Glimmer is her expression. After freezing the entire realm, we might expect to see her sad or devastated, but she isn't. She looks joyful. And I think that's really true to who Elsa is. She always makes the best out of a bad situation. She's retreated here to the Great Illuminary, where she is finally free to make the kind of beauty that she finds beautiful. She's creating these ice gardens, and we see that reflected in her costume. It calls back to the vine, but even that, she makes her own. Elsa is resilient and artistic. So we wanted to give her the name Ice Artisan.
One of the fun things about game design is choosing which ink type these glimmers go into. Just because you're magical doesn't mean that you have to go into amethyst. In this case, the Elsa Glimmer has a bold spirit, and so she was perfect for Ruby. Also, Ruby cares about locations, and so this was a perfect fit because that's what we wanted her to do in the game. After a lot of back and forth with our playtesting team, we landed on a final version of the card that we're really happy with. This Elsa Ice Artisan is 6 cost, inkable, has 5 strength, 5 willpower, quest for 1, and has shift 4 with the ability Endless Winter. When you play this character and whenever you play a location, you may exert chosen character with 3 strength or less. But that's not it. There's a second ability, Distant Call. While this character is at a location, she gets +3 lore. This card is beautiful, and I'm really excited to see what people will do with locations using this.
You know, we can spend sometimes weeks, months on any individual illustration or a single glimmer. And there are these special moments when the story of the card, the art, and the gameplay all comes together in this perfect moment. And this card is an example of how it all just blends so beautifully together. If you look closely at the costume, there are a lot of details that are clearly inspired by the vine. From kind of the big floral accents on her shoulders to her wrists, even to the wash of colors that move throughout her dress. And then even to the background, you have this big circular window that both feels architectural as well as organic and vine-like in nature. And to complement all of that, even her ice magic manifests in a way that is vibrant and full of life.
It's so exciting to see how art and design took this idea we had of an Elsa who freezes the whole realm and isn't sorry about it, and was able to express her so perfectly. They helped us to storytell this Glimmer with her costuming and her abilities, even her expression. I am really proud of how this turned out, and I really want one.